I think the whole my association with TV, which really started, I mean, apart from other stuff I did with Tick, but when I started with Joss, that was a period where I really went back to school and learned about character. Joss is extremely character oriented. I mean, that's part of the power of his work. Is like you have all of these extraordinary, fantastical elements, but somewhere at the core of it are these character arcs that really draw you in. It's why you watch it. And that was an education that, I mean, Eric has, I think, some of the similar obsessions about character, and it's actually one of the last things I learned as a writer. I started from the other side. I like uh, the kitchen sink. There's everything in the kitchen sink, and I was always focused on the kitchen sink. So I think it's helpful to come this way. It's been helping me quite a bit. It's not within my, jurisdiction to say. I would say that, well, I mean, honestly, I think that if we pursue the novel, if you consider each season of this show as being like books in a Stephen King novel or something. We're on book 5. Is what we're doing now. Uh, for it to go to the 6th season, we will have to alter the content of the arc, and that can be done. But I think I think it'd be good to just like stick to the novel and where it's supposed to end. So that's a vague answer, but it's really honestly, if there's another season, we'll work it out. I mean, this started, I always like to say this, two little beautiful men in a car, like a muscle car, driving around shooting ghosts. We are really in a different world now. We're angels from last season. We are God. We're discussing God as a potential character on this show, right? The writer's room it's absurd. Teleological. It's like, I mean, we're getting into some very so point being that if we were to take it one more season, then we'd have to take the resonance that we've been building from that beginning point and blow it out for another reason. You know what I mean? Same reason. Yeah, X-Files, great show. Went on how many seasons too long? Okay, right? So we don't want to do that, and we shouldn't. I think what we are doing right now is trying to take a sort of, I mean, it's denominational but non-denominational. I mean, the Bible and associated apocrypha from the Bible is a pretty potent cultural source that we're using increasingly. And then, we've made a habit, I think, for the entirety of the show of pulling mythological source. That's just one of the things, and like each one of those often has like some kind of religious track or some piece of a religious system that's associated with it. I don't know. That seemed like an empty answer, but that's the best I can do. I think that's cyclical. I don't know, like being a child of the '70s. I remember when you went into the supermarket and the impulse paper book rack was just UFO books, all UFO books, and then it was like, I mean, I think we're in a high end of the way we oscillate between like a low degree of interest in the supernatural and a higher one. I think the issues that we face globally. All right, hang on, everybody. Where am I? Sorry. But yes, like there's a bunch of angst and anxiety, and the zeitgeist is actually a little shaken right now. It's got a mild concussion, and I think that turning toward what might be is a powerful analgesic. It soothes that, if you know what I mean. And so I think, yeah, we're on the rise. Handy for people who work in genre. Well, I just finished an episode where Dean goes 5 years into the future. That's pretty high. Yeah. The chemistry between them is such that we cannot keep them apart forever. But there's going to be a dramatic tension about that. Like, oh no, well, yes, there'll be tension. But we want them to be friends again. They're brothers, man.